The lights shine brightly over Charlotte Motor Speedway for All-Star Weekend as we're here for All-Star Weekend for the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 32. And it's the Winston All-Star Race. But before we get to that, this is the prelude event. The Winston Open is what we're doing here today, as we have 16 cars qualified for the Winston All-Star Race here, and this will determine the final 5 that will get in. Yes, the top 5 finishers will be the drivers that will transfer their way into the All-Star Race itself. So we'll see what happens here today, and see who's the last 5 to make their way in. So here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it's Jesse Turner, number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet. He's alongside number 12, Zach Winkle, the Altel Ford. Second row has car 43, Mike Becker, in that plain blue number 43, special paint scheme he has for the All-Star Race. He'll also run this scheme in the 600 at Charlotte as well, too. Next row down has car number 26, alongside Becker, I should say, will be car 26. It is Daniel Voiles in the Quaker State Ford. Next row down has car 16, Gabby Conklin, the Family Channel Ford. She's alongside number 66, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Toyota of Eric Monaco. Next row down is car number 10, Kat Badson, the Tide Ford. She hopes to join her husband Keith in the All-Star Race herself. She will be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, car 29, the Hardy Chevrolet. Next row down has Harrison Ponder in number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, and number 44, Alex Miller in the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 15, Nathan Hudson in the Quality Care Ford, and number 1, Stephen Cologne in the Mopar Dodge. Next row down is Laura Chung in number 01, the U.S. Army Chevrolet, and number 18, Nathan Orman. He was solidly in the All-Star Race last season. He's going to have to race his way in this season as well, too. Next row down is William Brock in number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and number 5, Phil Parker in the Nation's Guard Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 70, Daniel Bouchard in the Rumpel Furniture Chevrolet, and number 34, the Freight Auctions Ford. New paint scheme for James Sykes. He'll be running this scheme some this season as well, too, during the Cup Series events. Next row down has Austin Reed, number 6, the Valvoline Ford, and JT Bryant, number 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. Next row down is number 71, Ryan Butcher, and number 30, it is Roberto Crown Jr. in the Country Time Lemonade machine. Next row down, Amanda Evans with a special paint scheme on her machine this season, painted by Allison Rain. And Amanda will be alongside number 48, Caleb Vogler, and starting shotgun is Cody McGurkin, number 68, the Country Time Ford. And a little announcement here before we get started for this Winston Open here. The 600 this season will be dedicated in the memory of one of the NASCAR announcers that some of us in the NR community grew up on, Bob Jenkins. He passed away back on August the 9th. So the 600 will be dedicated in the memory of him, and we'll be renaming that race the Bob Jenkins 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by Coca-Cola. So there you have it with that here. So with that said, let's get the command to fire the engines for the Winston Open here at Charlotte.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command given the fire the engines as we get set for racing here today. It's 20 laps the distance, 20 laps for the Winston Open. 20 laps will also be the distance for the first and second segments for the Winston itself as well. So as the pace car rolls off a pit road, we're back on the back piece for the start right after this. Field rolling through turns number 3 and 4 as we get set for racing here as they come off the 4th corner here. Jesse Turner, car number 17, as the pole for this race here today, alongside Zach Winkle as they come off the 4th corner. Pace car ducks off on the pit road. And we'll know in 20 laps who the last 5 drivers that will transfer their way into the Winston All-Star Race is. Green flag flies. The Winston Open is underway. And the top 2 drivers who have broken out of the pack right here, Jesse Turner and Mike Becker, you know they want to race their way into the All-Stars themselves as well, too. They both have raced the All-Stars in seasons past. As they come off the 4th turn here, Jesse Turner leads lap number 1 of this race. as they come up. And by the way, no points are awarded in the Winston Open nor the Winston All-Star Race. It's for all for fun and bragging, and I guess you might say all for fun and all pride at stake, I guess you might say, as they come off the second turn now. And you talk about no holes barred racing, well, you're going to find it at Charlotte too. As Kat Batson, car number 10, she pulls to the lead there. She takes a Ricky Rudd special up to the top spot now, but here comes Harrison Ponder in car 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And Batson leads that lap as they come across the start finish line. Nathan Hudson behind Ponder, along with Chung and Brock in the number 4 car. Lap speeds here at Charlotte better than 185 miles an hour, most generally here on this track. And here comes Hudson for the lead, and he takes that blue Ford out in front now as they come out the 4th corner. Chung comes to the inside lane of the track here. We should mention too, Charlotte, much like Talladega and Daytona, has also seen some surprise winners itself as well too. In fact, one of the drivers in this All-Star Open field here got his first victory at Charlotte. That was Alex Miller, who did so in the season 25 Mellow Yellow 500, the number 44 car. Look back to where he is, and there he is, number 44, the Hot Wheels Chevrolet. He's currently 10th in the points chase coming into this race, so he's having a solid season so far. Here just has not found the key to victory lane before the All-Stars happen, and of course thus he's in this race. And so the All-Star race itself consisting of race winners between the Daytona 500 and the race prior to the 600, and also past season champions as well too. And Miller's car's has run well enough to possibly contend for winning a race here, just has not done so. He's finished well as well too. But the same can't be said for the number 4 car, who's leading right now, William Brocker. He has been kind of feast or famine this season. That number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet, he won 4 times last season. And same can be said also for the 18 car, Nathan Ormond. He is the guy who had a breakout season last season. He finished 4th in the points last season in the Interstate Batteries machine. And he, like Brock, he's also been kind of feast or famine this season as well too. As they come off the 4th turn, he's about to complete the 6th lap of this race. As Ormond comes to the inside, he's got the help from Alex Miller and Daniel Voiles in car 26. Check the laps of the race so far here. Fast lap race so far set by Gabby Conklin, 186.658 miles an hour. Miller now comes to the inside lane. Here comes Conklin, number 16, to the low side. Off the second turn they come here. Here comes number 10, that's Kat Batson. She's pulled up along behind Gabby Conklin. By the way, Conklin and McGurk, by the way, those are two of Quentin Moore's drivers who both hope to join Quentin himself. Quentin, the past season champion in this series here. And here comes Kat Batson, low side, car number 10. She's got Hudson and a couple surprises. Austin Reed in the 6th and Amanda Evans in the 8 car. And also McGurk we mentioned too in this bunch as well too, and they would like to upset the delicate Apple car and lock some of the favorites out of this race, out of the All-Stars, I should say. Come out the 4th corner now. McGurk up to looks like about 8th or 9th spot. Well, he's in 7th position right now, and somebody's got a problem there on the inside lane, and that is Ryan Butcher, car 71. He has got problems on the Lifeboy Chevrolet. The Dave Marcus color slow down the backstretch here, and he's gaining speed at 130 miles an hour at this point in the backstretch here, where he should be about over 185, 190 down the backstretch. And it looks like he's going to try to make his way onto pit road, and let's see if he does make his way on the pit road. Yes, he does. So he'll slow it down. 55 miles an hour, the pit road speed limit here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Field should be coming off turn number 4 right about now, I think. And here comes Butcher making his way on the pit road. See if the crew's gonna make their way. See if the crew's gonna find any problems here. They're gonna change 2 tires here. So an unscheduled pit stop for the number 71 car. So it's likely gonna take them out of the running to try to be in the All-Star race itself too. And oh, tell me they're not going to change 4 on this car. And yep, they're going to change. Actually, they're not going to change 4 tires. They're trying to find what's the problem on that number 71 machine. Meantime, back on there's hot action on the racetrack right now as Austin Reed goes to the low side, takes the lead away for lead away from Nathan Hudson. Doesn't that time by though, but here they come to the inside in turn number 1. Amanda Evans is on the inside as well too in the 8 machine. Cody McGurk back there. Roberto Crown Jr. as they come on the backstretch in the 3rd turn now. And it appears they don't have the horsepower to try to get around Nathan Hudson, so Hudson still keeping the lead for the time being. Kat Batson down the backstretch here. She tries to break away on the backstretch here as she's got about half a car on her. Austin and Reed to come off the 4th corner now. That's Batson in the 10, Reed in the 6. 2nd place. And Kat Batson trying to use the draft to her advantage, and she does. She blocks the Austin Reed machine, so Batson up to 2nd place now. She, like I said, hopes to join her husband Keith Batson in the All-Stars herself. And it's the girl who needs it too. And she's way down in the standings coming into this event too, and she needs a big morale boost for that team. Keith's not having a bad season himself though. It's just Kat is having such bad luck. And here comes Kat Batson. She's going to go for the lead on Nathan Hudson here as they come up the 2nd turn here. Now top 2 is good and plenty to make your way into the All-Stars itself there. And here comes Austin Reed to the low side. It's him, Amanda Evans, and several others that come up the 4th turn now. Ooh, Amanda's going to crowd Austin to the middle, and so much for trying to keep position here as a speed shot right there. That's what almost 185 miles an hour looks like coming off turn number 2, or going over turn number 1, I should say. So Amanda Evans up to 2nd position now. Here they come down the backstretch here. They're really getting dicey now. And boy, Kat Batson saying, I'm loving it here. Keep battling back there. But boy, it's going to get dangerous too here. Roberto Crown Jr.'s in there. Eric Monaco trying to get his way into the race himself. Stephen Cologne, the 1 car, he's in. Oh, there are problems in turn number 1. A bad crash coming off turn number 2. Caleb Boger gets plowed right into by the 12 car of Zach Winkle. Oh my God, Austin Reed. He was having such a good run. So was Hudson. So was Miller. Was in it. The 1 car of Stephen Cologne. Looked like he has a shot at it. Nathan Hudson. Oh my gosh. Several more cars getting into it there. Jesse Turner looked like he had high hopes to make it into the All-Stars himself. William Brock is in it. JT Bryant, the 7 car. He's in it as well too. Roberto Crown Jr. We see him coming down pit road in the 30 car. Oh my gosh. And Zach Winkle, bad damage to that number 12 machine. And they received the white flag in this race there. Back in damage to the Nathan Orman car. We're going to see what happened to cause the yellow flag. So it looks like the top 5 finishers are going to be Kat Batson, the winner. Cody McGurk is going to come in 2nd. He's going to join Quentin Moore in this race. Amanda Evans, she's going to join Allison Rain in this race. Her teammate here. Her teammate in this race. 4th will go to Eric Monaco, and Q-Man Motorsports is going to have a sweep. Is going to have almost a sweep, I should say, because Gabby Conklin is going to be the 5th and final transfer into this race here. James Sykes, his 3rd driver, just misses out. He finishes 8th in this race. Looks like Laura Chung was 6th, and the 70 car of Daniel Bouchard was 7th with Daniel Voiles 9th and Zachary Fitzwater coming home in 10th. But we're going to take a look at what happened to cause the crash that ended. And it looked like it was going to have a really darn good finish, or darn good race to get to the for the transfer spots as well too. But there's the checkered flag. Cat Batson's going to win the Winston Open here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. There's the checkered flag. Average speed of 164.061 miles an hour. And let's take a look again as to what happened to cause the yellow flag to end this race here. Again, the transfers are going to be Cat Batson, Cody McGurk, Amanda Evans, Eric Monaco, and Gabby Conklin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you are caught in a heated battle here. This is coming down for 3 laps remaining in this race. And here comes the 30 car of Roberto Carl Jr. He's going to get pushed up the track right there. Gets right into Austin Reed and into Nathan Hudson. And here's where everybody else got into it as well too. There's where Alex Miller, he and Stephen Cologne. There's Jesse Turner, Caleb Vogler. A better question is who didn't crash in this whole deal too. Watch the 12. You saw the 12 car of. Watch the 12 car right there of Zach Winkle right into Caleb Vogler's car. Everybody else just crashed right into everybody else. I don't know what's going on here, but other than this crash here, but I mean, and Harrison Ponder did a darn good job, other than a back end damage on that number 33 car and the 18 of Nathan Ormond. Oh my gosh, and that was another driver who had high hopes of maybe getting his way into the All-Star race as well too. Ormond is going to have to wait, unfortunately, until the 600. They'll probably get a backup car for the 600 as well too. Better question, I think probably him and about 10 others probably going to get backup cars for the 600. Ormond still finished this race though, however, but oh my gosh, and Jesse Turner, you had the feel for him. If it rains, it seems like when it rains, it pours for him when it comes to his luck. It seems like, and several others as well too. Ryan Butcher, the guy who had problems earlier, he's comes through unscathed. But this crash took out several really good cars here and had a chance of maybe advancing into the All-Star race itself too. There's where everybody else just, I don't know. But again, there's your running order here, a finishing order in this race here, and oh my gosh, let's see, let me count right here. 10 cars got taken out in that crash, so 10 cars will be likely going to do a backup car, and about maybe 2 more in this whole deal as well too. So there's where everybody finished in the Winston All-Star race, or All-Star Open, I should say. Here again, Cat Batson, Cody McGurk, Amanda Evans, Eric Monaco, and Gabby Conklin will be the ones transferring into the race as well too, into the All-Star race as well. Then Chung, Bouchard, Sykes, Voiles, and Fitzwater the top 10. Then Phil Parker, Mike Becker, Harrison Ponder, and Nathan Ormond was the last of the finishers. And Ryan Butcher was 3 laps down in 25th. So that's how the Winston Open played out. We'll be back in a moment for the Winston All-Star race. Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and this is the main event. And when it comes to the Winston All-Star Weekend, is the Winston All-Star Race Season 32 here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we are set for 20 laps, or I should say we were set for 40 laps overall, 20-lap segments in this event here today. And with all that said, here's the 21 cars that will start today's race at Charlotte. So here we go. Here, the starting lineup for this race right here. This race on the pole, the number 2 Miller Lite Ford. He won the Season 30 Series Championship. He also won the season at Martinsville. He's the Flying Floridian Dylan Young. Second row, alongside him in row number 1 has car number 3, the GM Goodman Chevrolet. Chevrolet, 2-time Series champion seasons 21 and 29. He won a season at North Wilkesboro. He's Cole Deaver. Second row has, starting third, has car number 11 in FedEx Office Toyota. He won a season at Atlanta Motor Speedway, one of the NNSCRA veterans. He's Benjamin Miles. Alongside of him, the number 14 HighPoint.com Ford won the series. She won the series championship back when she was Johnny Gardner in season 8. But this season she is here. But for the last few seasons, she is known as Allison Rain. Starting in 5th position in car number 20, the Home Depot Chevrolet. He got in this race by winning the season's Daytona 500 and backed it up with a win at Rockingham. The Flying Canadian himself, he's Raphael LeDuc. Hoping to fly the Maple Leaf flag in victory lane here today, and hopefully he'll be saying "Allez Montreal." Here, he's a Montreal Canadiens fan. If you don't know by that phrase, by the way, too. Alongside Raphael LeDuc is car number 21 to Citgo Ford, starting in 6th position. He's a 2-time series champion in here seasons 26 and 31. He is the Q-man himself, Quentin Moore. Starting in 7th position, car number 22, the Caterpillar Toyota, the first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. He's here one of the prides of the state of Kentucky. He's also the man who formerly ran the Mopar Nationwide Series and the Mountain Dew Racing Series. He's Dylan Poteet. Starting in 8th position, car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, the California Crusher. He's a season 15 series champion and also won the season at Talladega. He's Charles Sanford. Going to row number 9 has starting in 9th position, the Kodiak Chevrolet car number 25, the 3-time series champion. He also won a season at Sonoma, the proud American from the state of Ohio. He's Kyle Matthews. Starting in 10th position, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. He's Mr. Ford himself, the man who won a 2-time series champion. He also winning the championships in season 24 and 27. He's Keith Badson. Starting in 11th has car number 42, the Texaco Haviland Dodge. He's the Texas Terror himself, the season 17 series champion. He's Trent Dunham. Here, Trent the Hedgie himself, there, or as I could say for him, Sega. Starting in 12th position has car number 45, the Spree prepaid phone card Chevrolet, the 2-time series champion, I should say. Here, another driver from Kentucky. He is Joshua Osborne. Next row down, starting in 13th position has car number 88, a nationwide insurance Chevrolet. He got him by winning this season at Richmond. He's Matt Mcintyre. Beside him, the driver who needs no introduction. She's the 5-time series champion, the McDonald's Mac-Tonight Ford, car number 94. She also won a season at Bristol. She's Jessica Shelton. Starting in 15th position, car number 98, that's the Haas Automation Ford, the head honcho of the NNSCRA himself, and a friend to everybody in this category, the season 28 series champion. He's Seth Cole. Beside him, Mr. Thrash Maniac, Rockin' Metal Wrestling himself. Easy for me to say. The number 99 XI Batteries SKF Ford, the season 25 series champion and winner this season at Darlington. Thrash Maniac himself, Levi McIntyre. Starting and that's your 16 original starters, and here's the 5 that transferred into the All-Star. So the winner of the All-Star Open is Kat Batson, car number 10, the Tide Ford. She's alongside number 68, Cody McGurk, the second place finisher in the Open in the Country Time Ford. Third place finisher was Amanda Evans, the Filtered Time Chevrolet, special paint scheme for this weekend's race. And she's alongside Eric Monaco in car 66, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Toyota, who finished 4th in the Open. And starting 21st in last position by virtue of finishing 5th and the final spot in the Open herself, it's Gabby Conklin, the number 16 Family Channel Ford Mustang.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And the command has been given to fire the engines as we are set to go racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as the pace car is the field off a pit road and a pace up and back for the start of the race right after this. Down the backstretch they come. They'll be, they're currently slow in the backstretch right now, but the next time they come down this backstretch, he'll be over 180 miles an hour around Charlotte Motor Speedway. In-car cameras for this Winston All-Star race of the season will be carried by Kyle Matthews, Jessica Shelton, and Charles Sanford. As they're about to come off corner number 4 right now, the pace car leads him off of. Pace car comes on the pit road. No points, no money. A lot of money if it were all real, but a whole lot of pride at stake here. This is no holds barred racing. Green flag flies, and the Winston is on. Two segments in this race here. Both of them are 20 laps each as they come off the second turn. Cole Deaver. Car on the outside, Dylan Young has the early advantage. Benjamin Miles right there behind him in car number 11. They go into turn number 3 now. Rafael Duke looks for third position in car number 20. As they come off the fourth corner now, Dylan Young leads out number 1 of this race. Speeds on the track, as we mentioned, upwards of over 185 miles an hour around this racetrack here. We saw 186 earlier in the Winston Open. As LeDuc goes to the inside in car number 20, the Home Depot Chevrolet, as they come off the fourth turn now. But here comes Pote to the left side with Kyle Matthews in tow in number 25. Riding inside with Kyle Matthews in car number 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet. He's racing inside of Pote, looking for the lead. Matthews won the last race on the tour at Sonoma, California on the road course. He comes off corner number 4 here. He looks to the inside, takes the lead as they come off the start-finish line. Riding with him as he leads the lap here. Trent Gunner will go to the inside of Matthews for the lead now in the turn number 1. Matt Mcintyre and Seth Cole behind him, as well as the winner of the Winston Open, Kat Madsen, in car number 10. She's got Jessica Shelton behind her, as well as the number 8 car of Amanda Evans and Gabby Conklin in car number 16. As they come off corner number 4. Seth will move to the inside lane on Mcintyre for the top spot. Matt Mcintyre, that is, number 88, and he will. Matt, I should say, will lead that lap, but here comes Seth, takes the lead now in number 80 and number 98, and Kat Madsen, who started this race 17th, has already worked her way up into second place after 4 laps. They come off corner number 4 now. Kat Madsen has the lead. She's being pushed by the queen herself, Jessica Shelton, in car number 94. She was to the inside. Kat leads that lap over Shelton as they go into turn number 1 now, but when you get into turn number going through 1 and 2, it's going to be Jessica Shelton leading. And you got 3 ladies on the bottom of the track now. Kat Madsen on the high side, Jessica Shelton leading down Amanda Evans and the 16 car of Gabby Conklin. Off the 4th turn she comes here. Jessica Shelton will lead her first lap of the race, but here comes car number 8, Amanda Evans, to the low side. Shelton's won the Winston All-Star Race 1 time. That was her only win at Charlotte. She's never won a 500-miler at Charlotte, and she's never won a 600 either. As they come down the backstretch now, here comes Amanda Evans. Gabby Conklin trying to push her now as they come on into turn number 3. Shelton still leads him into the 3rd turn now. Can't help but wonder if Amanda Evans is a little bit down on speed, as she's kind of holding up Gabby Conklin a little bit right now, but Gabby's definitely got the faster car. Eric Monaco and 99 car of Levi McIntyre right there behind, but Amanda Evans now finding out why they call Jessica Shelton one of the best of the NNSCRA. Off turn number 4 they come here. Gabby Conklin takes second position, but here comes Eric Monaco in car 66 to the low side, looking for third position. He got 2 of the transfers from the Winston Open up into the top 5 now. Levi McIntyre 99 and Joshua Osborne in 45, both of them right there behind, and Charles Sanford in number 24 now moving up behind. On board Charles Sanford's car, he's following another rainbow colored car. That's Joshua Osborne's screen prepaid phone card machine. The all by Jessica Shelton, car number 94. So leading that lap looks like it's going to be Eric Monaco, I believe. Yes, it is. Number 66. Right from the back bumper of Charles Sanford's machine. You see that black number 3, Old Beaver. In the Dale Earnhardt colors, he took it to win the season at North Wilkesboro. Number 3, on the attack, Old Beaver, trying to get around Charles Sanford. The classic Gordon versus Earnhardt battle going on, except it's Sanford versus Beaver, and they come out of the back stretch in the turn number 3 now. Two drivers from the eastern side, two drivers from opposite sides of the coast here. Beaver from Georgia, Sanford from California. As they come out the 4th turn now, Beaver takes the lead, and he'll take the Goodwrench Chevrolet to the top spot. He's got Benjamin Miles behind him, speed shot. That's what 185 miles an hour looks like going by you. And now Joe Gibbs Racing has the top 2 spots now as Benjamin Miles and Rafael LeDuc goes to the low side now. LeDuc goes to the inside, being pushed by Trent Dunham in number 42 and 28 car Keith Badson. Eight laps to go in segment number 1. Trent Dunham would love to have an All-Star win himself. Same with Keith Badson. Keith won the All-Stars back in season 3 with the black Davey Allison colors. And here he's driving the 1987 version of the Allison paint scheme. Oh, who leads this lap between the 42 and 28 cars? It's Badson who gets the best of that battle. Off turn number 2, Keith Badson still out in front. Here comes Matt Mcintyre behind him. And Kat Badson trying to get up there with her husband Keith. Off the 4th turn they come here. Matt Mcintyre moves inside. Boy, this is some good racing here. Kat Badson goes to the top spot now. She gets by Matt Mcintyre. Cody McGurk, who finished 2nd in the Winston Open. He's now up to the top 2. He's now up into the 2nd spot, or tries to take 2nd position away from Matt Mcintyre. Dylan Young, the pollster for the All-Star race itself. Trying for that number 3 spot now. Allison Rain right there behind. Same with Dylan Poteet and Quentin Moore. Dylan trying to make the move to the inside lane here. Cody McGurk still trying to get around Kat Badson in the car number 10. As they come off turn number 2, McGurk looks to the inside, looks for the lead here. Dylan Young is going to try to make it 3 wide. Not quite here. They come off the 4th turn now as they come out now for 3 laps remaining in the Winston Open, or in the Winston All-Star Race in season segment number 1. Young to the inside, tries to move inside of Cody McGurk there. He's got a faster car. Cody is trying to kind of frustrating Dylan right now as they come off the 2nd corner now. And Kat Batson's loving all this too, as she is pulling away now from the pack right there as they come off the 4th turn. They'll be coming out for 2 laps to go in the first segment. Young still trying to follow McGurk as they go into turn number 1 here. Off turn number 2 here, coming down for the white flag this time by the end of the first segment. Remember, as I mentioned, 2 segments and they're both 20 laps of racing. So it'll be 20 down the books and 20 to go in this first segment. Kat Badson, boy, if she won the Winston Open, can she win the first segment in the Winston? We'll find out. White flag waves. The number 10, Tide Ford, jumps out in front here. She's jumped out in front for the last few laps here. Matt Mcintyre trying to make a move on the outside of the track here. Come off the 2nd turn, trying to get a draft off that number 10 machine for 2nd place. But Cody McGurk is not giving up at that number 68 car as they come off the 4th turn now. And it'll be Kat Batson winning segment number 1, looks like. Yes, she is. Kat Batson wins the first segment. And second by a smidgen was Mcintyre. Third will be Cody McGurk. Fourth will be Dylan Young, and Keith Batson will be fifth in the first segment. So we'll be back for the second segment right after this here. Kat Batson wins for segment number 1. We'll be back for segment number 2 right after this. Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway here, as they have lined the field up by according to race results from the first segment. It's Kat Batson is your leader of the race here. Second position is Matt Mcintyre. Third is Cody McGurk. Fourth position is Dylan Young. Fifth right now is Keith Batson. Sixth is Allison Rain. Seventh is Trent Dunham. Eighth is Dylan Potey. Ninth right now is Rafaela Duke and Quentin Morris 10th. 11th is Kyle Matthews and Joshua Osborne in 12th. 13th is Gabby Conklin. 14th, Jessica Shelton. 15th is Eric Monaco. Then 16th, Seth Cole. 17th is Benjamin Miles. 18th, Charles Sanford. 19th, Levi McIntyre. 20th is Cole Deaver. And 21st is Amanda Evans. That's how they run right now. As the green flag flies, and we are underway for segment number 2. This is put up or shut up time at Charlotte. Kat Batson won the Winston Open. She won the first segment. Can she sweep the whole thing? Not to find out here. You got about 20 other hungry cars that's right there behind her. Keith Batson moves to the inside here. It says we've all had enough of following that 68 car here. He was slow. He couldn't pass him right there. Oh, he and Dylan Young. 3 wide off turn number 2 there. Trent Dunham is into it, as well as Rafaela Duke as they come to the backstretch now. Still keeping the handle on it for the time being. Oh boy, off that 4th turn here, Rafaela Duke gets by here as they come into turn number 1 now. Cody McGurk in a very vulnerable position here, and he just stuck Dylan Young in the wall! He put him in the wall! Allison Rain's involved, as well as Benjamin Miles is involved. 16 car Gabby Conklin is involved. And the leader to the line will be Trent Dunham. Let's see who else made it through clean. Dylan Potey looks like he's clean. Same with Quentin Moore. Cole Deaver's clean. Jessica Shelton's clean. Amanda Evans, I think, looks like she's clean. Cody McGurk, car 68, there's going to be a lot of finger pointing at him. He just stuffed Dylan Young in the wall hard. Coming into turn number 3, or turn number 1, I should say. Here they come into turn number 1 at this point. McGurk, let's see if he got into Dylan Young and then gets into Conklin. And then he just stuffed the 2 car into the wall hard. And then also right there's where also you saw Allison Rain and the 11 car of Benjamin Miles hook each other. There's where the 2 68 and 16 cars both got into the wall, and here they come in and turn on the. And there's where, oh my gosh, yeah, Benjamin Miles just stuffed the 14 car into the wall and just damaged both the 11 and 14 cars up hard. And here comes Gabby Conklin, pow, right into the 11. Well, this is usually what it's all about when you got all pride at stake and no holes barred racing at Charlotte. A lot of crushing, crashing, pile driving, mutilating, everything else. It's that everything else that gets you into trouble too. But a tough break for some of the runners here, and it took out some pretty good cars here. There in Benjamin Miles, Dylan Young, Allison Rain, and a few others. So that's look at what caused what's brought us under caution here. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Down the backstretch they come here, back under as lights are off on the pace car here. Lap number 7 is where we're at right now here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Trent Dunham is your leader. Second position is Rafaela Duke. Third is Kyle Matthews. Fourth is Kat Batson. Fifth position right now belonging to her husband Keith. Sixth is Matt McIntyre. Seventh is Eric Monaco. Eighth is Levi McIntyre. Charles Sanford's ninth. And 10th position is Seth Cole as the green flag's about to fly. And lap number 8 is where we'll restart at. Green flag flies, and we're back underway in the Winston here at Charlotte. Seven laps into the event, and we have 13 laps to go in the Winston. So we'll see what happens here. Kyle Matthews moves to the inside there, ducks to the inside of Rafaela Duke. Here comes car number 10, Kat Matson. She moves to the inside of Matthews. Dodge leads, then Chevy is second. Ford's third and fourth, I should say, right now, with a Chevy in fifth as they come across the start-finish line now for 12 laps to go. On board with Charles Sanford, car number 24. Running right now in 9th position, or actually was 9th the last time, I gave it this time by. Charles that time by, clocked in 6th position, 186.6 miles an hour. That time for Charles. Down the backstretch they come here, Eric Monaco trying to take the lead from Trent Dunham and Sanford right there behind him. There's a look from Jessica Shelton's point of view. She's moving her way through the field. Well, start finish line she comes here, halfway home. 11 down, 10 to go here. So he's 11th the last time by. She hasn't had somebody so far. Shelton 187.715 miles an hour. Off the 410 to come, Charles Sanford out in front. Here comes another rainbow car. Joshua Osborne to the low side. Sanford leads that lap. Down the backstretch to come, Dylan Poteet. Car 22 to the low side. Quentin Moore, Shelton, Deaver all in this bunch now. Here they come up the 4th turn now. About to come off turn number 4, I should say. And it's Dylan Poteet out in front now. Here comes Quentin Moore to the low side to Sitco Ford. Shelton to the low side now. Car number 94. Lap car up ahead with her. That's Dylan Young in number 2. He's in 3rd gear, about 150 miles an hour, and they're all going about 185. And whoa! And Quentin Moore gets trapped behind Dylan Young. And that's going to let Jessica Shelton take the lead. Charlotte usually has a problem with lap cars a lot of times on this track here. And see all the cars getting on the inside lane. Here comes Quentin Moore to the low side. Who all gets trapped behind Young, and who doesn't? Looks like the only two are Poteet and Sanford. Boy, there's going to be a lot of drafting to try to get by on the back of Shelton's car. Gabby Conklin, another lap car that may play as the equalizer. Cole Deaver's close to the back of Shelton's car here. Down the backstretch they come. Comes car number 98. 98 car, Seth Cole to the left side, and here comes Gabby Conklin. They come up to the back of her now. And oh, Deaver, don't do it! That was close. And they're going to trap up behind Gabby Conklin now, number 16 car. Deaver and Shelton still 1 and 2. McIntyre's 3rd and 4th now. Levi in 3rd, Matt in 4th. And now here comes car number 20. That is Rafaela Duke. Seth Cole is in there, as well as Keith Batson, several other cars, and they're coming down now for 4 laps to go here. So we'll see here. Batson, Matthews, Osborne, Monaco, and Charles Saber, they've all gotten by. Meantime, Levi McIntyre is going to take the lead now, number 99. Here comes Matt McIntyre, number 88, to the low side. Cole Deaver's in there. Rafaela Duke, Jessica Shelton, the top 5. So now we'll see if they can close up the back of this pack of cars here in time. There'll be 3 laps remaining in this race. And apparently, I don't think they're going to have enough time. That it's going to be down to those 5 cars for the win here in the All-Stars here. Charlotte also seems to have a problem with lap cars. Cole Deaver out in front. He's got now 2 laps to go. Here comes Shelton to the low side of Rafaela Duke. .3 seconds is the advantage here from 5th to 6th position, but now Cody McGurk's up ahead now. Another lap car. And here comes Matt McIntyre to the high side. Car number 98. Of course, car 88 to the look. High side now. They've caught behind the 68 car. White flag is out for the Winston. Let's see who wins it for Winston for season 31. Season 32, I should say. Excuse me. Dylan Young, he waves up. He moves to the high side. Says, let you guys go out of here. Deaver holding on here. Here comes Rafaela Duke to the low side. Is he coming off the 4th turn now? Is he gonna make the move off the 4th turn? No, he is not. And off the 4th turn, the season 32 Winston All-Star Race belongs to Cole Deaver. He wins at Charlotte. Cole Deaver, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, goes to victory lane carrying the Dale Earnhardt colors. Jumping out in front and takes the lead, holds off the likes of Rafaela Duke, Jessica Shelton, Levi McIntyre, and Kyle Matthews in that order in the top 5 spots. And there's the rest of the finishing order here. Here we gave you the top 5 already. Matt McIntyre, who was up in his pack of cars, he got caught up behind Cody McGurk, the lap car. He ends up finishing 6th. Trent Dunham 7th, Dylan Poteet 8th, Joshua Osborne 9th, and Keith Batson 10th. Eric Monaco 11th. 12th will go to Kat Batson. 13th, Seth Cole. 14th, Charles Sanford. Quentin Moore 15th. 16th will go to Amanda Evans. The cars a lap down or more, Cody McGurk, Gabby Conklin, and Dylan Young, they all finished, but they all were a lap or more down. Benjamin Miles was 20th, and 21st was Allison Rain. Average speed 141.399 miles an hour. As the field all comes down pit road, Cole Deaver, the big winner in the season 32 Winston All-Star Race. As everybody packs up and as everybody prepares for the 600 at this very same track here, the next race on the tour, and that one will be for points. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, and also be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel, as I mentioned. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, then be sure to get with Seth, and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline. The channels being Thrash Mini 899, which is Levi McIntyre's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, and also channel X86753985AX, that's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. So be sure to subscribe to those 2 channels along with the channel you're watching right here for some cool NNSCRA stuff. So that will do it here today at Charlotte. Congratulations again to Cole Deaver, the winner of Season 32 Winston All-Star Race here. And for now, James Qualls is the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of off-road racing at its best. We'll see you at Charlotte. We'll see you back here at Charlotte for the 600.